Okay, so now new topic is containerization. So it is a big topic, but we are going in short how or for a non IT person, what is this containerization? So let's see. First, let's see the definition so that you can understand the background. Then we will see what is this. So why this containerization is required? Was anything extra here or what are the benefit here? So and why this is required? Was anything there before that containerization? Then we can say yes. So we were having virtualization. But what is this virtualization? I think I have covered this. So basically virtualization is nothing but if you have 100 server and you want to use or utilize each part of the server, so what you can do, you can build a virtualization over there. Like suppose this is your 100 GB server. Simple example, storage virtualization we can say. You can install a tool for virtualization like hypervisor or anything. Then you can virtualize it as a 10 GB, then 10 GB, then 10 GB, and then 10 GB, and then 10 GB. So what it will be? It will be isolated and it will be available for A, B, C, D, E. So this was already there, virtualization that we were using before containerization. So this was the part before containerization. But now we need, why we need this containerization? Because that is the point here. So let's show you this through the slide. So if you see here, what is this slide? It is showing that this is your type 1 virtualization, type 2 virtualization. One is for your organization, another is for your local or user purpose. So that is basically, so this is your physical equipment, and upon that we are using a tool. So that tool is hypervisor we are using, and then we are creating virtual machine here on top of that, and that virtual machine is hosting your application which we are going to develop. Here this is your physical equipment, here this is OS, then we are, so this is like me or you, so which is having your computer, and there you are installing this hypervisor, and then you are creating this virtual server, so similar to terminal. So if I show you terminal here in Windows, so you can what you are doing is this Ubuntu I have installed is kind of a virtualization here. I am installing another machine inside a machine. So this is kind of a virtualization. So this is called virtualization. But see here, there are 3 points here. What we are going to explain, containerization. It is also kind of the same thing, but it is very lightweight, portable, and fast. So three things make it different from the virtualization. So what you going to do is you are using host OS. On top of that, you are installing Docker engine, then container you can create. And in one container, you can deploy your application. Here, if you see this guest OS, this is the keyword here. So here container doesn't have any operating system, but here this is having operating system. And container don't have that operating system. He has those minimal file, that is basically kernel we say, and to run these application, so that are there inside this container, so that your application can get an environment to run the application. So let's go the definition and then benefit now. So first thing is, what is say, maximize resource utilization. So whatever resource you have, it is maximizing them. How that is doing? So See, in virtualization and in containerization, virtual, if you are creating a machine, it will be having operating system. Then on top of that, you can deploy your app. But here, you don't have anything. You can just directly install your app. So what is happening? This is taking space. Each time you start, it is taking time, some time in millisecond to minutes. But here it is taking that time in millisecond because this is a container directly start. Just run the command and it will start. And then another biggest advantage is this virtual machine. You can't basically port it, but here this is portable, which means anywhere, any should take a image and then you can create a container. So portable means in another environment anywhere you can do this operating system. If it is a Windows, what you will do, you need to install only Windows application. Here this environment you can make it as your choice, and it will be very small and it can be portable to any system and according to that environment. So that container is kind of portable. So I will show you how it is portable. So that's what it is doing. So it is virtual server, but here it is maximizing your resource. Then resource use. So utilization, basically that utilization is maximized. Then usage is also maintain continuous to virtual server with low resource utilization to improve resource utilization, improve efficiency and reduce cost by deleting unused resources. This is the another benefit here. So basically three term: lightweight, efficiency, portability. Small size, lightweight, easy to replicate and deploy. This is efficiency, no operating system boot time, so it starts up and shut down very quickly. Then another point is portability. It can work anywhere regardless of the cloud platform. This is the biggest advantage. You don't need to do lot of things. So these are the containerization tool like Docker, even Containerd, Rocket. These are there also in the market. Now go to the application. So see here how we are going to do containerization. It is nothing but, see, this is a Node.js application. Here what I am doing, instead of using operating system, I am using a image, that is a Node.js image which have the required file. So when we say image is nothing but a compressed files or application file. So when I want to deploy this code or this application on server, what I need to do is I need to compress these as an image. So first I need to create an image. So what I am doing here in image, first I am taking the environment, Node.js environment required file, so that this application can run. Then I am creating a directory. What I am doing is packages. So what are the, if you are a developer, you can understand very well that these packages, everything will be placed here to require, like JSON package or other things which is required, we can put there in this image. Then there are some modules like animation, other things I have added here. So those dependencies also I need to add in my image, so that I don't need to, like my developer or other person don't need to do that. Then what I can do, I can take the all the code here. Then I just need to build our application and it will create my application. So these are other things, but yeah, so entry point, these are not required for you people. So this is just like I am taking the operating system as a image which is having minimal file to deploy my application. Then I am setting a working directory, then this dependencies, and then my image is ready. So how I can create, so that is simply docker build command I can run, and then it will run. So basically, So if I will do docker build hyphen t and then tag name anything tt and then dash, so what it will try to do, it will create a image, but I don't want to do. But yeah, see, this is starting the image building here. That's how it will create an image. What will happen now? I need an engine. See here, so when I am deploying my application, so see, this is a Docker engine, so I need to install that first. So this is my Docker desktop engine running on my local computer. See, this is Docker and these are the images. These are the images which I am doing using here, and CTT is the latest 20 seconds ago. I can directly create a container from that. I will do that, and or I can run the command here, docker run, or any if I am using any other one, so docker run and which port I want to run, so similar to that I can do that. So see here, even I can run this image as a container, run a new container, so it will deploy my application there, and I can check the my application, even the files. See here, this is the files which is having, see, it had created the files in an image. So this is bin file already having dev, whatever code I have that is also there. See, media files, what are the images I have used, so those will be there. Now this image is ready to deploy on server. So how we can do that? So this is, suppose this is my AWS cloud account, and there I can deploy this. So earlier we have seen that application running on local host. Suppose let me show you again. Yeah, so it will deploy. Otherwise I can go directly here. See, suppose this is my server is in down state. Now I will start my server to just to run my application. Now it is starting the server. So once that is started, then we can deploy it, our application, so that application will be available. So that's how we can create the container. So, and it is very easy to create containers. We just need to understand the topic. This is a big topic, but I have just explained in very short and very quick way, so that you just remember that. See, this is the container, this is the volume space which is it is having, and here we can see our container also. See, this is the container which is running 2 minutes ago, and we can just check our application, whatever we are doing. But I have not exposed it to the port, so there might be some images like running error. But yeah, I have created the container, so let's deploy this. So suppose, let me show you. Now we just need to deploy this, so it is even initializing it. But here if you see, we can push that image to the registry, and through that we can deploy that. So that is, I have uploaded in another video, so through that we can see that how we have deployed that application, that image can be used here. So I have already added a video on my channel, but I am just showing you the container example here. So for that we can see that now this server has been started. This is another server on cloud. This is a virtualization. So this server is kind of an example of virtualization. This EC2 is created through the virtualization. It is not a hardware machine, but this is a virtualization. See, now this is the image, and then I am running it on port 80. So once this will be started, I can access my application online also. So instance summary, see, this is the public IP address accessible through the internet. Now what I need to do is, it is a port 80, not 443. So HTTP would be the correct one for this. See, now we don't see localhost because we are running it on the cloud, and this application is hosted on the cloud. And I have shown you how easy to run that container Docker, and it has been started very easily. You don't need to create a machine or anything, so we can do it very quickly. So I think that's all for from my side for the container. What is container? Everything you have understood. It is just an advanced version of virtualization. And remember three things: lightweight, efficiency, and portability of this container. Thank you.